Drop the gun! Show me your hands!
The first quarter of 2023 is in the books, and I was wondering if you can tell the future of crime in a city by looking at the age of those who lost their lives at the hands of another person by bang-bang incidents. So we're going to take a look at the 10 cities this year with the most lead projectile fatalities in the age range that appears on the screen. They were basically all the usual suspects. And keeping things as simple as possible, I looked at the number after 3 months and timed it by 4 to get an estimated yearly total to compare to last year's numbers and the numbers going back to 2019. So starting with Jackson, Mississippi, the yellow box is the number of people in that age range no longer with us due to lead projectiles entering their bodies at a high rate of speed so far this year. And the red is the projected numbers for this year. So you can see last year, the number of 12 to 17s just that year equaled the same as the previous 3 years combined. So one could assume crime in Jackson is not going to get any better anytime soon. Baltimore also had 5 12 to 17s who are no longer with us this year. Their projection and previous 4 years' numbers don't show any kind of dramatic change. But Baltimore, everyone knows, is bad. Washington, D.C., however, has 6 so far this year, and numbers from this age range more than doubled from 2021 to 2022 and projects to continue to rise this year. Probably not getting any better anytime soon there. St. Louis is another that's been bad for a while. At least looking at just these numbers, it doesn't seem like it's getting any worse. Philadelphia took a huge nosedive during the summer of Floyd and has only gotten worse since. This year, their numbers are a little lower than last year, and the projection is a bit better, but the 6 losses are from cold weather months, so we'll see what the summer holds there. Birmingham, Alabama is definitely heading in the wrong direction, with 6 12 to 17s already lost this year. They've already nearly hit their 2021 numbers, and the low numbers from the 2019 and 2020 won't be back for a long time, if ever. New Orleans is another that is seeing a steady rise in losses of the 12 to 17s over the past 5 years. Surprisingly, this age range didn't see an increase in 2020, but the numbers shot up in 2021 and don't appear to be slowing down. Milwaukee nearly quadrupled their numbers from 2019 to 2020 and is showing a slow but steady rise. 12% of their lead projectile loss of life from last year were 12 to 17s. This is the one that surprised me the most and made me want to do this video. Indianapolis is projected to be close to Chicago numbers this year for this age range. With 8 already, they are projected to double last year's total. If this projection is even close to accurate, Indianapolis will see one of the biggest jumps in loss of life of this age range and shows a trend that, if it isn't slowed down by the city, will lead to a massive downfall as far as crime goes in the city. And the worst is no other than Chicago. Should come as no shock to anyone. Chicago was on a steady increase for 4 years, but so far this year is doing relatively good. But just like I said for Philly, these are cold months, and we'll see what the summer brings. So I don't know if looking at the loss of life of the 12 to 17s by lead projectiles is a valid way to determine if a city's crime is going to get worse. But the numbers in cities like Birmingham, Jackson, D.C., and Indianapolis especially are kind of alarming. And these are just the 12 to 17s. And if it's starting there, it's going to continue as these guys age. Sorry for trying to change the language I'm using in these videos. Just want to try it out and see if it helps my videos or not. Not using words that they don't like on here.